Shalom, welcome back to BreslovCampus, Insights in the Parsha of the Week, Parshat Bamidbar, starting the fourth book of the Chumash. The wording of the Parsha is amazing. The Parsha talks about a census that Hashem commands that we count the Jewish people. The wording is amazing because there's many ways how to say to count, right? Tikach cheshbon. There's many words in Hebrew. The wording of the Torah is very special. It says Se'u et Rosh Bnei Yisrael. The idea behind the translation is count, make a census of the Jewish people. But when you look at the literal translation, it's amazing. It's saying Se'u, raise up, elevate the heads of the Jewish people. What's the idea here? That the purpose of the census, that Hashem counting the Jews, isn't just for Hashem. You know, Rashi points out that why all this counting? Why already in the Torah you find 4 times that the Jews are counted in census? Why so much? Rashi points out, Chavivin Yisrael, the Jewish people are beloved unto Hashem. He loves the Jewish people so much, he counts them many times frequently. What does that show us? That points out that the idea of counting Jewish people is to indicate there's a love here, there's a value. That when a person knows that he is part of something, that he is counted in, that he's part of the picture, it gives that person a value. That I'm not garbage, I'm not chopped liver, I have a value. My davening counts, my tefillin counts, everything I do counts. But in order to know and to feel that I count, the census is needed. You count, you're part of the picture. You are one of the 650,000, 610,000 Jews that were in the census, and 50, whatever it is. You are one of those people. And what's the purpose? Se'uet Rosh, to elevate your head, to lift up your head. When we say lift up your head, it's literally the idea of lifting up the mind, the brain. Because when a person feels very negative about themselves, automatically their brain power is also diminished. When is a person's ability to think clearly and to think good and to make wise decisions there? When the person is able to think positive. But in order to think positive, the census is needed in order to count you in. You have a value, you're part of that picture. Not like you think, or not like the Yetzer Hara convinces you, I'm not part of the Jewish people anymore. My davening doesn't make a difference anyways. My mitzvot are not of any value. No, I'm part of the picture. Proof, Hashem has counted me and I'm part of the census. That's the idea of the Jewish people being counted, and it brushes off on us when we read the Parsha to remind us that counting makes a difference. And I count, I'm part of it. Now another point is that the census took place from a Jew who was above the age of 20. Miben Esrim Shana. The number 20 in Kabbalah corresponds to the letter Kaf, which corresponds to the sphera called Keter, crown. That only when a Jew technically reaches the age of 20, it's meant to represent that he's beginning to connect to this lofty level called Keter, crown. Meaning what? 20 is made up of 10 twice. 10 being known as the 10 levels of creation, the 10 sphirot. 20 is doubled. What does it mean doubled? That a Jew is able to pass through any of these 10 levels and to get back up also. In other words, it's passage from top to bottom and bottom to top. Meaning that a person who earns the title of having a crown, which is reflected in the age 20, the idea of being 20, is that a person is able to maneuver and adapt to all type of weird situations and scenarios and get back up and not to fall and break from difficult situations. To be able to handle any of the 10, if you want to call them the 10 levels, to go through them and to manage to get back. Even if they fall in and things didn't work out, they get back and continue. That's the idea that the census was from the age of 20 to hint we're counting what type of people here. People who are able to hold on and to be strong. And who are those people? Everyone, all the Jewish people. Once they reach the age of 20, you're in. The idea of reaching 20 again is the idea that you have the crown, the sphere of Keter, and you're able to go through all of the 10 levels and come right back up and not to be broken by anything at all. Shabbat Shalom.